the Week 12 matchup draft. Chris, since this is our final show before Thanksgiving, we're off tomorrow and we're also off Friday. I apologize in advance. Regardless, enjoy your weekend. For now, enjoy the matchups to come Week 12. What do you got?
Well, I'm going, the Irish versus the French here. McVeigh versus Lafleur. Parlez-vous français? That to me is the one I mean, of course, it's one of the marquee matchups of the weekend. Definitely. It's Rams-Packers. And what's more marquee, there's so many things that play into the conversation. Of course, it's Stafford coming from the NFC North, back home, struggling. They lost their last 2 games before the bye week. The Packers have lost 2 out of 3. So, what coach comes up with something different or creative in this game to give their team an edge, which is a big one in the NFC?
Well, I'm going to go to the AFC version of that same thing. Mike Vrabel and Bill Belichick. Even though Vrabel never worked for Belichick, he played for Belichick, and they are close. They are very close. I think one of the times they played not that long ago, like the bus was held up because Vrabel and Belichick were visiting after the game. So this is a huge one, huge implications here, especially as the Patriots continue to ascend. So Vrabel versus Belichick, huge game coming up Week 12. You're up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think the next one I'm going to go to is the Kolto line versus the Bucs D line. Again, you know me, I love these matchups. And, of course, this is – you can go either side on this one. We've seen, first off, the Colts are arguably the hottest running team in football with the hottest running back, that's for sure. And we know the Bucs, their run defense, nobody's really run on them the whole year. We've had some team had some little success, but to me that's going to go a long way to whether the Colts can win this football game. That one, it's really an offensive-defensive line battle. We know Brady on the other side too. You look at that, if the Colts front four can get there, but it's that Colts O-line versus Bucs D-line that I really look at, Mike.
I'll go Cam Newton versus Brian Flores just because Newton with the Panthers beat the Patriots twice, and Flores was there for both of them. What is Brian Flores going to dial up defensively to confuse a guy who's still learning a new offense? And Cam Newton has looked good. That's a sneaky great game.
It is.
Carolina at Miami on Sunday. Let's take a break. We'll do round 3 of the Week 12 matchup draft when PFT Live continues right after this. Round 3 is upon us. Christopher, who you got?
Well, I'm going to go to our game on NBC tomorrow night. First off, Bills Saints, desperation, but not desperation, but huge game for both teams. They were comfortably in playoff position a few weeks ago. Here you're going, whoa, they could be falling out of favor here. I'm looking at Diggs versus Marshawn Lattimore. That, to me, is going to go a long way. Saints always match up Lattimore against the team's best receiver for a number of snaps during a game. Of course, Diggs is the go-to guy for the Buffalo Bills. Bills offense, strugglesville last week. Let's see if they can turn it around. It won't be easy in New Orleans against that defense.
We've already talked about the challenges that Kirk Cousins is going to face with Nick Bosa and that pass rush. So I'm going to go Jamar Chase, the Bengals receiver, the great rookie receiver in Cincinnati against the Steelers secondary. They're getting Minkah Fitzpatrick back from COVID. Joe Hayden has missed some time. They need to be able to slow him down. That defense needs to step up because the offense still not at the point where it can generate a ton of points. Although they did the other night, late in the game.
Right.
But it was fueled by defense and special teams.
No doubt.
If the Steelers are going to keep winning games, that's what they're going to need. And they can't afford to get swept by the Bengals if they want to try to get to the playoffs this season. They got a tough stretch
they do.
To finish the year.
Right.
And it's not going to be easy for the Steelers. They need this win on Sunday.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.